So with this being our first week of printing with our Photo 1s, we're noticing that some of you are asking about a white fog in the corner of your prints. And that's something that's caused by somebody messing with the condenser knob when they shouldn't really need to utilize that at all. So when you come in, before you make any print, you always turn on the brightest light, throw your negative carrier in there before you put the negative on. And if you look down here in the lower left corner and the upper left corner of this particular rectangle, you'll notice that there are dark shadows. And if you adjust the condenser knob, you can actually get rid of those. I'll put them back there so you can see it again. Down in the lower left corner, it's really dark. That's just because someone had adjusted the condenser knob. And since it's dark in here, that will actually translate into like a white fog in the corner of your prints. So I'll take the camera out into the classroom where there's light, and I'll show you exactly which knob you can use to adjust and get rid of that. And that should clear up the problem you have with fogging in the corner of your prints. Okay, now that we're back out in the classroom and you can see clearly a quick review of the knobs that you're going to use in here. Down below you'll see a right and a left focus knob. That's what you're going to use to focus your lens. Make sure your picture is razor sharp. On the far outside edge is the elevation knob. If you crank that, that'll raise your enlarger up or down. And then the knob that's actually going to help us clear away those shadows that are on your print is up here. This is called the condenser knob because it adjusts this section, which is called the condenser. Inside there is the light source for the enlarger. Normally, if you just raise that up a little bit, you will start to get rid of those shadows. But please be very careful, because if somebody has already raised it all the way to the top and you crank on it, it can actually strip the knob out. So if you go to turn it and nothing's happening, it just means that it's already at its peak. So please don't over tighten it if you can help it. So just as a reminder, your first step when you walk in the darkroom to make a print should always be to turn the aperture to the brightest light, which is 3.5, and make sure that your negative carrier is in the enlarger, but do not put a negative in yet. Look down at the rectangle on the enlarger base. If it's nice and clean with no shadows in the corners, you're ready to go ahead and start your test strip. But if you do find some shading or shadowing in the corners, just grab the condenser knob and adjust it a little bit until those shadows disappear. Then you're ready to roll. And as always, make sure you ask myself, Ms. McAleese, or Mr. Burgess if you have any questions at all with regard to your prints. We're happy to help you because we want you to have success in photography. Thanks a lot.